Go on YouTube. It's your boy Tommy T. Welcome to the channel. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. You see me? Like, share, and comment. You see me? Alright, YouTube. This morning, I'm way out of the house. Mr. P decided to drop a video. The video is entitled The Land of Unwanted and Ugliest Children. You see me? So when I say Mr. P, I talk about Sir P. And he must say some interesting thing in it. Some values where me, myself as a man, as a Jamaican man, share. You see me? So we're going to react to that video there. We're going to do something different today. You see me? Because he might point out some areas where me looking at myself and say, yo, Jano, you know, say, them thing they real. The man even touch on my can because even me growing up, certain expression like telling your relatives, say, yo, you love them on a regular basis, that never used to happen in my home. You see me? The love is there, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, say the love is there 130, 199%, you know, say the love is there, but you don't hear it verbally. You see me? I'm going to get to realize, the spoken words can do a lot for your soul. You see me? That can be a driving force to motivate you to get you through certain things. You see me? So, I could go check out Sir P and hear what I say on Poltriks Watch. And we're going to react to it word for word and chip in here and there. You see me? Stick with me. It's a boy Tommy T. I do about 10 minutes. If the video too long, we broke it up in a two. You see me? Alright?
People, welcome back to Poltriks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to talk about a topic that I've been waiting to do a very long time. And the delay is because, to be honest, I wasn't even sure how I would start this video off or how I would even get the message I'm trying to push out there. See, this is not something that is just standard. For example, I'd read something in the news and then I'd comment on it. This video, think of it as me just freestyling off the top of my head and from my heart, but mixing it with some data to back up my argument. Now I'm going to make a bold statement right now, and you can confirm or deny in the comment section. I'm speaking to the whole of Jamaica right now, whether you're the yard or abroad. Answer this question for me. How many of you can count on one hand the time your parents randomly gave you a hug and told you they loved you? I'm going to ask the question again because I want you to think about it. How many of you listening to me right now can count randomly, just randomly, right? Meaning you're not at some event, you're not at some function, you didn't just graduate from school. I mean just randomly. As a child growing up, your parents just randomly gave you a hug and told you they love you. See, when I say,
yeah, people, that's so real though. Yeah, man. That's real. And enough of the time we just busy going about our ways. You see me? We know we as me say, we know the love is there, but it not verbalized. You see me? And our parents probably come from a decade wherein are the same thing. You see me? So the way their love language is just making sure that they get what you forget, make sure say you're not hungry. You see me? But them don't know the importance of the character building part and the emotional side of them verbalizing to you that them love you and them care for you and motivating. You see me? Yeah, them just concerned about physically nurturing and thing, but the emotional side, which is important because enough time we grow up, we realize a man is just a shell. You see me? shell on the outside, but on the inside, you're weak. When I say man, I refer to both man and woman. You see me? So yeah, I could continue to listen to Sir P, you know. So people need to start doing that more, you see me? Start with the new generation. And it never too late, you know. If you have a son or daughter, tell them say you love them, man. They might find it strange, but tell them say you love them. You see me? Tell them say you love them. They might say, well, mommy, I come with this. But continue, it's important.
Jamaican children are some of the most hugless children on the planet. It's because from my experiences traveling, and I'm fortunate that I've been able to do a lot of traveling in my life, especially after I left the uniform. It was one of the first things that stood out to me, observing other cultures raising their children. Jamaican children simply do not get hugged enough. They don't get told they're loved enough. They don't get told they're special enough. Now, the reason why this is so terrible is because when people talk about crime and violence and attitude and culture, and we talk about how Jamaica has this hot-headed culture, everybody a bad man, a bad night in the chat, people are so quick to tear each other apart, both physically or both literally and metaphorically. People don't really talk about where it's coming from. People act like this madness just fall from outer space, and Jamaicans are these aliens that just drop on this island one day and nobody know how we end up like this. We know how we end up like this. It's coming from our childhood. Let me show you some stats before I go any further.
Yeah, before you go into that, let me comment on that. People, a reality. Enough time. You see some of the vilest man and woman out there is because what? Them a search for love where them never get from they were a child. You see me? Sometimes them a search for a space to fill that gap. You see me? Sometimes the only love them get is from the gang. You see me? Cause the gang half of them a home, half of them a space, half of them a somewhere to feel needed. You see me? My father always tell me say, and me always, me not even, me used to pray it away, but he must say, I don't know if I even build the theory or the notion, but he must say, you see, a child will never suck breast milk, that child is vile because he never get a chance for bond with the mother. You see me? Now think about it. How many fatherless and motherless child in a Jamaica? Enough youth where roam the street when I have the mother for care for them. You see me? A mother or a parent overall. Let me turn off the noise. A parent, oh, I can't do that because I use the speaker. A parent overall, whenever a child cry, they are the first one to run to that child. You see me? They are the first one to run to that child. Warm to you alright? I remember passing mustard seed and I saw a young boy was there crying. You see me? And to me, it seemed like that boy was crying like for hours without anyone paying him attention. Because you know, with all due respect to the person them who work at those places, you know, sometimes them cup full. So I can't blame them for neglect because them have a whole lot of different personality to deal with. You see me? So back to what I was saying now, I saw the boy there crying, and no one was paying him attention. So now when you see a child like that grow up now and start to do things in the street, them not have no love, you know. You gotta say society I get vile and stuff. As Sir P say, it all have somewhere where it come from. It have a root, a tree. You never see a tree that grow without a root yet. It's impossible. So the root is neglect, and sometimes we as society, because it's not our children, we not show them no love. You see me? We not care if them fall to the wayside, which is a thing we have to start be each other's keeper. You see me? Because guess what? It will come our doorstep. You see that same child where you neglect, you show bad face, you frown upon. What you gonna do when that child come show up at your doorstep with that 4-4 and tell you say your things will come for? And you never show him no love, no, but him not no love in him heart. So yeah, people, it's real, but in order for we to go forward and make a better society, we all have to start caring more. You see me? Use them at the car at the stoplight. Just give a little more love, man. But Jamaica was one of the most friendliest Caribbean, you know. My mother and father said people used to sleep with them door open. You see me? So where the love gone? You see me? A village used to raise that child. You see me? Now I just selfishness. Me can't talk to your pitney because now so we have to go back to the days when the village used to raise the child. You see me? And sometimes the young parents them cause it to cause them get excited for have pitney. Nobody can talk to for them pitney without argument and war. You see me? Sir P touch on another thing in this. I can't listen too much the whole of Sir P argument because at 23 minutes the man real passionate about the topic, people. As me also myself is passionate about it because I gone 11 minutes already. I'm not even listen to some of the whole of the conversation. Well, I listen it, but I can't share everything with you because I'm not even want to get no copyright flagging. One of the things what the man I say, you know, sir, the thought escaped me a while ago. But yeah, the man I say even the Violence 87, you might see on the road. Them person they lack something too, you see me? There's a reason them acting that way. So I could listen some more right and I comment after. You see me? Because I take so much break. I not fully remember some of the points then. Alright.
Further. Look at your screen right now. It says, for those who can't see it properly, and I quote, from birth to age 5, a child's brain develops more rapidly than at any other time in life. And research has shown that a child's experiences in these early years, positive or negative, nurtured or neglected, directly affect how the brain develops, with long-term impact on the child's health and ability to learn and succeed in school and life. Right? So about 80 to 90% of a child's brain develops by age 5. The human brain, the command center of the entire body, is not fully developed at birth. A newborn's brain is about a quarter of the size of the average adult brain. So the first 5 years, when you're a pitney, they're very, very important. For the average Jamaican child, those 5 years, those initial 5 years, that's when enough people get told them now go turn out to be none. And guess what?
You hear that, people? And that's why I have to big up the Early Childhood Commission where I do a thing we call the first 1,000 days. You see me? Them all highlight how critical the first 1,000 days of a child life is important to their long-term success. You see me? Now for the time, we not even know how important the early part is. And when them reach the teenage years now, and that's when we are trying to do everything to try get them on the right track. We don't even realize we missed a chance there from the first 5 years of them life. When they used to make them watch peer cartoon, when they used to just make them do whatever them want. You see me, people, from them time they start. From birth to me, that's the first 7 years of a child life, you see me? Very important. The man also touch on a point where him say many Jamaican youth always refer to people as father. You see me, father bigs, father this, father that, because what? Most of them miss a father figure, you see me, and long for a father to associate with. And who's to be blamed? The program was programming to us like that is we have to make the changes, you see me? Sometimes the man is to be blamed, sometimes the woman is to be blamed, because the man, for instance, the man, there's a thing where we say any man can be a father, but it take us, you have to cut from a special cloth to be called daddy. You see me? Enough man out there have 6 picnic. They are father, yeah? But have any one of those child or any one of his children ever call him daddy? Any man can be a father, man. But not many man, not everybody is made to be a daddy. You see it? Also with sometimes even though in our relationship, many broken relationship is because of the experience we have as a child. You see me? It influences it wickedly. You see it? Many of our problems we experience today is linked back to some detachment in the past, in our childhood years. You see it? Yeah, people, it's real, man. And I like the line of conversation. As me I tell you, in the future, me myself would have want to even do a foundation called Real Fathers, where we give and mentor youths and we mentor as fathers. You see me? I can recall one day in a one of the scheme them in the garrison, you see me? You can tell how it is to me in a pain man, you see me? Yeah. And me hear one a juvenile that say, yo, I can't wait for breed a girl, I can't wait for be a father. You see me? And say, yo, breed her and left a pick them make the mother mind it. A woman them name, you know. So I say, blow, look how the look juvenile them I think, man. You see me? With mindset like that, and unfortunately, you know, enough more of them I think like that nowadays. If they just impregnate something, just to say, oh, you're a father. And the growth and development of the child is solely on the mother or on the grandmother. So people, it is real, man. It's a sad situation. And something where we need to take on by the, we have to grab the bull by the horn and deal with it. Is it? Yeah, man. But I like the reasoning. You see me? It's important. Me myself have a tune me used to say growing up in a single parent home, me and my mom alone, daddy was never yet around. It's called broken home. And I'm not even giving a statistic because I don't have no data to prove that. You see me? But in my opinion, about 50% of Jamaican home is broken and single parent, you see me? And me I go continue further on that topic because sometimes the woman is to be blamed too. A woman becomes so immune to power, she not like to share the power, so she rather stay single than have a man and share the responsibility. You see me? But that's that's another topic. You see me? That different. That's another topic we can talk about at a later time. You see me? Right now, I just support the argument with Sir P. Say, yo, if you can hug a child, hug that child. You see me? You see it? If you can tell them say you love them, tell them say you love them. You see me? It can do a lot for them. You see it? Alright, at least I look a minute more and then we just end the video. Whole heap of conversation this can spark, man. Alright.
them turn out to be nothing. That's when enough Jamaican children are told them dunce and nana sense. Guess what? Them grow up come to dunce and nana sense. That's when enough Jamaican children are told they're going to become a criminal like your pooper. And guess what? They grow up to become criminals like them pooper. Another piece of the research states that, and I quote, the early years are the best opportunity for a child's brain to develop the connections they need to be healthy, capable, successful adults. The connections needed for many important higher level abilities like motivation, self regulation, problem solving, and communication are formed in these early years, or not formed. It's much harder for these essential brain connections to be formed later in
I
life.
tell mom bye bye.
Starting to make sense yet? How many of you are flashing back to your childhood? How many of you are flashing back to your own early years? See, when
We
you
on
see, you see,
yeah.
you see,
And